Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Investor NnKay, and today we are going to be doing something utterly different from the usual. So today you're not going to be seeing my face, you're going to be seeing my chart for the better part of this video. Now, reason being that I am going to be taking us on a journey into my chart, right? Into the financial market. We are going to be doing some analysis. Now, this video is basically about my view on Bitcoin, all right? My view on the financial market, what's happening, what's not happening. Everyone was in some good box, and all of a sudden we are making losses, and our portfolio have been divided by 2, by 3. SAPA is holding people. All right, so that is what we are going to be talking about. So before I dive into my chart, before I dive into showing you the Bitcoin chart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to share this video to your family and friends. Now, moving right into the video, before I get in, I want to please make you understand that I am a student of the financial market. I'm a student of the crypto market, the forex market, and every other financial market that we have. I am not perfect, all right? So anything I'm going to say here is not a financial advice. It's just my opinion of what I'm seeing and what I sentimentally think, all right? So it's not a financial advice. You're responsible for whatever you make do with my talk here today. I am just a student of this market, and I might be wrong. So now, sharing my screen with you, taking you straight into the Bitcoin chart, right? Here I have the monthly chart, right? So all I'm going to do is analyze this pair, analyze this with you. All right, now looking at this, I see that the market was in look at my tool. We had a higher high here, a higher low, something like this, came back down, right? Little range here, then it dumped, right? A high here, which actually didn't break this one. So we can now say that this is a lower low, a lower high rather. And then we have a lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, right? But something happens all of a sudden. The market breaks this high that was here, and basically this is towards November in 2020, all right, when the whole market started going haywire, and then boom, 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 all the way to this point. And this was just April 2021. And then all of a sudden, a very massive decline. Now, before I do anything else, I like to check out how much decline we've had so far, right? So I'm going to pick up one of my tools here on TradingView, and I'm going to see what happened, all right? From here now, how many decline this is? This is a 55.36% decline from the all-time high that Bitcoin created, all right? Now, it is said, it is always said that a healthy retracement has to be at least 30 to 70%. And Bitcoin has already given us what? 55% in decline. Now, what I'm going to do is just mark out the previous high, right? That being marked out, okay? Good. I've done that. And then down here, I don't know, some people call it another block, some people call it a demand zone. However you call it, I just have to do what? Mark that out. Now down here too, we have this, all right? I'll make use of another two. We have this, okay? I would really, really love to put it out. Now don't forget, anything I'm doing here is just my view. It's not an advice, it's not a signal for you to do anything, right? Okay, good. Now this is what I have here on the monthly time frame, right? With a whole lot of liquidity, right? To the upside, there's liquidity, okay? Buy side liquidity, if you wouldn't mind, or if you would allow me, say, right? Now place this here, okay? Right. Then to the downside too, liquidity. This one has already been grabbed. The one in the month before has already been grabbed. So this is like the most recent that has been created by price. Beautiful. Now, what next? I move over to the weekly time frame, right? Good. And then this is what I have. And oh, wow. My. This is what I have. Okay. I'll have to bring this down a little bit. Now, if you remember on the monthly time frame, I saw something and I called it an order block, a demand zone, whatever you call it. Now, I've seen something similar to it here again, and I'm going to have to do what? Mark it down. And apparently it corresponds the low of this, which is the low of this hammer, or I don't know how some people call it, but I know it is a hammer, this bullish hammer here. Color doesn't matter this time around, all right? It corresponds with this support or resistance turn support that we have, all right? And then this is this. Now, over here, I see a bearish order block, what other people call a supply zone. And what do? I simply do what? Mark this. Now, what does this tell me? The weekly time frame, the day in which I'm making this video is 24th of June, 2021. And then from this video, the weekly time frame, from the time frame I'm making this time frame is going to be closing on 27th, which is 3 days and 3 hours from now. But the weekly time frame has clearly showed us a very beautiful one, a very, very beautiful rejection at this support zone now that we have here. Now, if you pull this back, remember I told you it was liquidity. Right, remember I told you that this was what? A liquidity. So this one came down to grab this liquidity that was here. Okay, so in 3 days, this candlestick is going to close. All right, now what is happening here? There's a supply zone here, or an order block, however you call it. That means price is either going to come back to respect this, all right, feel the orders that are here, or what's going to happen is going to break down. Now, looking at this, we have something in this place. All right, let me pick up the tool for it. We have something at this point. Some people would call it a hidden demand, or I don't know how you call it on your end, but I'm going to move down to the daily time frame and let's see what we have. Okay, now too many lines already. They might be discouraging, but all right, let's go on to what we have. Okay, I'll have to delete this. Now, moving on, we have this on the daily time frame, and we can see here that we have a high that needs to be what? Cleared, right? Or if you wouldn't mind, a resistance. Okay, beautiful. So we have what? A resistance here. Now, what comes to your mind? Price has rejected from this support, or it has grabbed liquidity and is moving up. Now, this is the next point of contention. Now, this zone, the 40 to 42 zone, has always been a difficult resistance for Bitcoin. So what do you think? Will it break this time or won't it? Now, there is a rule that when support or resistance has been tested more than 3 times, it becomes stronger. But from experience, I will tell you that the more a support or resistance is being tested, the weaker it becomes. Why? Let's take a look at the human nature. If I punch you up to 3 times, even if you didn't feel the pain the previous times, you begin to feel the pain. Right? Same thing with supply, demand, support, resistance. It becomes weaker. So now this automatically becomes what? A bear trap. Right? This region automatically becomes bear trap. Because see, retested here again. So what am I expecting? If price pushes up to this point, I'm expecting it to break it and then pump all the way up. Now, if I want to refine my entry or my order block now, I have another supply zone here. Or order block, however some people call it. All right? So now, from this, it is obvious, in my opinion, that the bottom for Bitcoin is in already. Why? Take a look at this. The liquidity has been grabbed, and here we have what? Equal lows, right? Which has perfectly been respected. So if you would ask me, I would say that anything that will make Bitcoin break this 28 or 29 low that it has created is going to be leading Bitcoin down. Now, if you study past data, of which I'm not going to take us into, you will notice that Bitcoin never respects or retest a previous high. In the bull run of 2017, bull run of /2018, the bull run of previous times, Bitcoin never goes back to that high. Now, this wasn't my theory or hypothesis or whatever you call it. A friend actually drew my attention to it. And I actually studied it and I found out it was true. Right? So if you go back to study, that means that is actually true. Now, if Bitcoin goes back to respect the 20K, 19K high of 2018, that means Bitcoin is breaking or disrespecting the precedent of its data. All right. So why did I bring that in? Just to also give you another confirmation that the bottom is in. Right? Liquidity has been grabbed, and then liquidity here has been grabbed. So what are we expecting? For this bear trap to be scattered and Bitcoin to continue going what? Soaring high. That is just my view. Okay, that is just my view. I might be wrong. Okay, I do not know. I might be wrong, and I'm not afraid to be wrong. But I just decided to put this out for those who have been asking me, what are you seeing? What do you see? This is what I am seeing. All right. I had initially done an analysis, and I do not know if I'm going to find it, but let me try and check for it. Okay, if I go to my Telegram channel, I'm actually going to find the analysis. If you're not on my Telegram channel, the link is going to be below this video. Please, in the description section, please try your possible best to join my Telegram channel. I post setups there. I just post updates about the market there, so you can see. Now, if you scroll into that Telegram channel, you see that I had given a few things about Bitcoin. Now, this is what I had done. I can't remember when I did this analysis, but it's not too long, right? A few days passed. Now, let me go to the 4-hour time frame so that we can see what I had done here. Now, a lot of lines. Okay, a lot of lines. Let me just bring this in so you can see. Now, there was a massive sell-off here once upon a time, right? Or should I go to the weekly? If I go to the weekly, the lines will still be too much. Why? Because I had taken this analysis even down to where? The 1-hour time frame. All right. Now, this was an all-time high that has not been retested. It has never been with no all-time high have I seen to be retested. Now, there was a sell-off at this point, and then the daily supply zone, a weekly supply zone, the bigger one, right? Now, this scalp very risky is what I had taken on the 1-hour time frame, which didn't activate. And we move on, right? Grabbed sell side liquidity, a bullish order block on the weekly, and looks more like an accumulation corresponding with previous sell-off zone. Now, this is the sell-off. Now, at this point, people are doing what? Accumulating. Maybe when Bitcoin had pumped to this 36K zone, people were thinking, it's the top, and then they started selling off. Now, price came back down to give a discount because price always gives discount. There's something we call discount and premium, right? So to give a discount for them to have an opportunity to buy back. Now, this accumulation is a process where people are buying after a massive decline. And then after that accumulation, we see what? An advance in price. Price goes back up, higher highs and higher highs and higher lows, right? So looks like more like an accumulation corresponding with previous sell-off zone. All right. So after the accumulation, what do you expect? Price to pump up. And where's the next point? This liquidity that is up here, and this point that I had pointed out here in this particular chart, all right, has to be taken out because it's been tested too many times. And where are we expecting price to come to? Here, which is what? A supply zone. All right, supply zone. So what am I seeing right now for BTC? I'm seeing a whole lot of range, a whole lot of accumulation. It's going to be very frustrating. It's going to be very annoying. But in my opinion, we are going to stay that way for a while before we zoom up to the moon, right? Now, anything that will cause BTC to break this 29, 28K zone is bringing it all the way down to 19K. If BTC breaks the 19K, we are going all the way down 12K, 11K zone. But for my opinion right now, you can enter. But please be careful. Be what? Careful. Watch out for this zone. It's a very tricky one. It has always been. If BTC doesn't break this point or more, he go choke. But let's just see. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got value for your time. and I hope you learned one or two. And I hope you go back and study your chart and see better and better things. Hoping to hear from you on my Telegram channel. We'll hear from you in the comment section. What do you think? Where is BTC going to? Where is BTC not going to? What will BTC do or BTC not do? All right. Looking forward to sharing more of my chart in times to come. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon.